5 of the newest Latafa releases ranked. So Latafa makes fragrances, perfumes, colognes, whatever you want to call it, that are affordable and for the most part quite strong, long-lasting. They are bold. All of the fragrances that I personally own from this brand give me beyond an arm's length projection. Longevity on them is also pretty crazy, and all of these fragrances are just really affordable options for more popular designer or niche fragrances. With that being said, of course, the brand also has a lot of original creations as well, some of which are in this list. At least one of them is in this list, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. But before I dive into this video, I do want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really, really mean a lot to me. And of course, all of these fragrances are found readily online. If you do your research, you can see that they're all going for a really inexpensive price tag. And that is one of the biggest selling points with Latafa, is that their fragrances are quite affordable. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and dive into the list. These are 5 of Latafa's most recent releases. And I do want to provide you with a bit of a caveat or addendum, if you will. I have not yet acquired Nebras Elixir. I know there are 2 new Eclair fragrances coming out, and I know there's a collection called Give Me Gourmand, which are housed in these little cupcakes. And I've tried all of the fragrances that I just mentioned, but I don't own them. So for that reason, they're not going to be in this list, but perhaps when they do formally launch and I get my hands on them, I will also make an updated video. So the first one that I want to talk about, and I'm going to put this in 5th place only because I have to be in the mood to wear it, even though this is a daily driver type of a scent, and I just think it's so well put together, and the perfumer is so incredible. Alex Lee. This is Dynasty by Latafa. So this is rooibos tea. It's fresh, there's ginger, there's bergamot, it's refreshing. It has this very charismatic personality about it, but then you also have cedarwood and cashmeron in the dry down with a hint of suede leather. And the suede leather, again, is very smooth. The cashmeron is very smooth. The rooibos tea is very smooth. So this is a very smooth, tranquil, elegant type of a fragrance, perfectly unisex as well. But you have to be a lover of tea-based fragrances to really, in my opinion, appreciate this one because it is quite heavy-handed on the tea. This is the type of fragrance that you wear when you want to meditate, you want to feel zen, you want to put yourself in that calming state of mind, and you want to recalibrate your nervous system perhaps. It's just a very quiet, smooth, serene type of a fragrance, fairly long lasting. I got about 7 hours on my skin. But again, you have to be a lover of tea-based fragrances. If you like Tea Vetiver, I think it's called, by Clive Christian. I know I have it here somewhere behind me. You're gonna love this one. Not as green, but you do have this very carefree, calming, soothing type of a DNA that I think is gonna cater to a lot of people's tastes. And, you know, I'm always in favor of one, you know, kind of being in a serene, calming state of mind and, you know, protecting their peace and their mental health. And, you know, I think mental health is incredibly important, you know, and I've been going to therapy since like 2 Novembers ago, and I am a very strong proponent of it, which is why in today's episode, I have partnered up with the paid sponsor of this episode, which is BetterHelp. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. Well, first, you go to their website. You can use my link, betterhelp.com/redolessence. You answer a few questions and BetterHelp will match you to a professional who has years of experience helping others with struggles just like yours. You can do this all from the comfort of your phone or computer via phone call, video chat, or messaging, however you feel most comfortable. It's the easiest possible way to start talking to a therapist. You'll be matched to a therapist usually within 48 hours, so you can get started pretty fast. So let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you, all from the comfort of your own home. Of course, visit betterhelp.com/redolessence, or you can choose Redolessence during sign up and you can enjoy a special discount on your first month. So of course, please prioritize your mental health. It is paramount. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Let's continue with the video. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is one that I know is going to be super duper popular, and this is Habik Men. Now, this one is actually inspired by JPG's Essence de Parfum, and that was a fragrance that came out in 2016. It was housed in a very angular bottle, and then it was discontinued shortly thereafter. So Latafa has basically put out their version, if you will, of that DNA. So it's a spicy, minty, tonka bean type of a fragrance, but a lot more spice. So there's cardamom in here as well. So it's very dark, mysterious, enchanting. It's perfect for a night out. And again, it's one of those DNAs where I prefer more of like the mass appealing, super versatile daily driver sense. But this is the type of DNA that I personally would have to be in the mood to wear. And I could see myself wearing this, especially in the evenings, presumably in the fall and winter, because I do think that it can be quite strong and quite heavy in the summertime, especially if it's really hot where you live. But Habik for Men is also an amazing fragrance. Again, I give it my stamp of approval. Super long lasting, 8+ hours longevity, beyond an arm's length projection. I mean, this one is quite wonderful. Now, the next fragrance that I want to talk about, and this one is amazing. So this is a rose-based fragrance. It's very elegant, but it's also very sensual and flirtatious. And this one is the brand new Anna Abied Scarlet. And this one is inspired by Fétiche La Rose by Christian Louboutin. Smelling this fragrance, it is so well put together. It's so brilliantly executed. It's warm, it's sensual, it's velvety. It has this clean musk personality in the dry down. The rose in here is quite romantic as well for a confident woman. This is going to be such a phenomenal fragrance. I cannot speak highly enough about Anna Abied Scarlet. This is such a deviation from the other Anna Abied fragrances within the collection. There's Rouge, there's Coral, which smells like Wave Child by Room 1015. So it's a very bright yet tart, fruity fragrance. This one is all about the rose. So this is a very sensual, elegant, and very confident fragrance. There's a hint of sweetness in here as well. It almost has like this resinous personality. Anna Abied Scarlet is phenomenal. Now, these two are tied for the #1 spot, and I do have to provide you with a little bit of rationale. So one of them is a fragrance that I would personally love to smell on a woman. I think this fragrance deserves all of the hype that it's received, and for very good reason. I think it's a very confident, magnetic, illustrious, powerful fragrance. The performance is right where it needs to be. It's not too loud, it's not too soft. This one is freesia, it's pear, it's bright, it's sparkling, it's radiant, and it is such a feminine and elegant fragrance, and it's inspired by Dylan Purple by Versace. And this one is Habik for Women with the rose gold hardware, the, purple looking bottle. It's such a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Of course, these two are quite disparate, and so, they're not similar in any way, shape, or form. But this one with the freesia, it has that floral tonality, it has the sparkling radiance of the pear and the citrus in the opening. And I just think it's such an amazing fragrance, and I personally love it. Again, you can wear it every single day. You can wear it on a date. You can wear it to the office. It's just a very confident, very well put together fragrance, albeit feminine, which is why it's not the one that I would personally wear, but the one that I have fallen in love with, and it is such a beautiful fragrance. It is boozy, it's cinnamony, it's warm, it's ambery. It has a hint of spice in here as well. You have that resinous richness in the dry down. It's sensual, it's mysterious, it's seductive, it is all the things. And of course, there's also a touch of raspberry in the opening. So the raspberry almost adds like this playful and flirtatious personality. And of course, this one is inspired by Angel Share Paradis by Kilian Paris. And it is none other than the brand new Fire on Ice. And what I love the most about this one is that it has this faux ice cube in the bottle. And it's actually part of, it doesn't come apart, by the way. It's actually the way the glass is blown, and it's part of the design. It is such a cool presentation. That juiciness of the raspberry in the opening, paired with that cinnamony vibe and the booziness and the richness, that ambery warmth that's residing in the dry down. This is truly an amazing fragrance. And again, if you're a fan of Khamra or any of the flankers, Khamra Kawa, Khamra Dukan, if you like that warm, rich, ambery personality of those fragrances, this is one you have to add to your collection. And I will also go as far as to say this one is not redundant in any way. And so let's say, suppose you really love the other fragrances, perhaps you have one or more of them, and you want to add this to your collection, but you fear that it's going to smell too similar. What I will say is that it can be worn for the same occasions, but it is not redundant at all. Beautiful fragrance from Latafa. Fire on Ice is just, of the more recent releases that the brand has put out, this is my favorite, hands down. That I would wear, forget about it. Thank you so much for watching. 5 most recent Latafa fragrances ranked. Which of these have you tried? Which of these are your favorites? And again, when they come out with Nebras Elixir and the 2 new Eclairs and all of the other fragrances that they have lined up for future release, I promise I will do an updated video. and I will do a dedicated video of each one because there seems to be a lot of interest. When I cover Latafa fragrances, the views are up, and I think people are quite familiar with the brand and the affordability and what they have to offer to the market. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. If you took anything of value from today's episode, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. So thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.